So today, what we will be bringing an emphasis on is in the practice of yoga, we have many different things that yoga is not only the physical practice, there's certain principles that we follow. And one of those principles that I thought we could focus on today was the practice of self-study, or the practice of self-inquiry, personal growth, whichever way you look at it. That is something that, whether we know it or not, or we're aware of it or not, we are practicing quite consistently into our lives. And so what I want to invite you, and myself of course practicing with you, is to go into that place where we may notice where we are at. Where are we these days? What challenges is life bringing to us when, especially with the circumstances that we are in, with the shelter in place? It may seem that we may have lost some of those structures, some of those consistencies, maybe not for all, but for many of us. And so we want to notice within the body if we feel any changes, or within the breath, and also how it may feel as we begin to bring focus back into a self-inquiry. So practicing the physical practice of yoga is an amazing and natural way to go into that self-inquiry, because the suggestion is not necessarily to be focused on the end pose, but the process we go from transition onto our next pose, and how we transition, and how we notice that union of the body with the breath and the mind itself. All right? So if you're up for it, every now and then I'll bring it into my words and our movement. Beautiful. So welcome once again. Let's go ahead and close the eyes for a few moments, allowing ourselves to begin to settle into this little, place that is our mat, that we kind of bring ourselves into, allowing ourselves to come into a self-exploration for these little 60 minutes that we have together. And the very first thing that allows us to do that is to bring the awareness to the breath. So notice the breath. Whether you decided to close your eyes or simply soften the gaze, very, very soft down towards the earth at a steady point. On the breath, we allow the breath to be natural as we breathe in and out through the nose. And so natural, it's going to look very different for each and every one of us. Some of us may be coming from a very active and fast and lots of things to do through our day. Some of us may have been in a more calm space. Or who knows what's going on in our minds, which is just going around and around. And that has a direct impact on the way we feel in our bodies and in the breath. So that's where the self-exploration begins. Observing. Becoming present with what is here and now. And knowing that through this 1 hour of self-exploration, taking the advantage of the movement to allow us to inquire, to learn about ourselves, that it may show us something that we were not aware of once we are finished. Then gently, if it works for you and you are familiar with the Ujjayi breath, go ahead and begin the Ujjayi breath. So now there's a little bit more intention on observing that breath. It's not just natural, but we start bringing a little bit of sound to the breath, which is the embrace on the back of the throat, so that we bring an ocean-like sound into the breath. It's not a tension on the throat, it's just kind of a little embrace, and breathe in and out through the nose. I don't know if you can hear my breath, but that is kind of what we're going for. At least you should be able to listen to the sound of your breath. And we stay with it a couple of more rounds, full rounds of breath. Also letting ourselves notice that little space by the end of the inhale, and then the beginning of the exhale. By the end of the exhale, and then again the beginning of the inhale. Let's do 2 more with that same focus. Beautiful. This time as you exhale, if you're with me on that exhale, let the whole breath come totally out, so much so that you're going to end at the bottom of that exhale, holding your breath and pulling the navel in for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then release your navel, your belly, and allow yourself to come back to the natural breath. Nicely done. Okay, if you'd like to join me, we will open up with the sound of Om. It's a sound that unites us all into our practice. Definitely your choice. Alright? So we begin by exhaling fully. And then we inhale. Excellent. Releasing both hands down onto their lap. Go ahead and begin to blink your eyes open until you feel ready to open them fully. And let's begin by warming up a little bit so that we can move freely a little bit later. Alright? Moving whatever you may be sitting on, we're going to come over onto the mat, onto a child's pose. So we'll have the big toes touch and then lower the hips down onto the heels and extend the arms long up and over the head. So besides exploring how the self-study and self-inquiry works through our practice, I'm also incorporating lots of twists today. So you'll see some of the moves that are going to look a little bit different by adding those twists. Alright? Come on to the tip of your fingers, look forward in between your thumbs, inhale. On the exhale, we're going to walk the hands over to the one side. You decide which side you begin with. Bring both arms with you. And once you get there, lower the rib cage that is closer down towards the earth and extend both arms long. So there's the forward fold and there's a little bit of rotation. Yeah, the opposite hip is also reaching down towards the earth, and we're working mostly with the rib cage and from the hip up. Yeah. Good. Notice how it feels. Excellent. Come back with an inhale back to center just to feel the length here, tip of the fingers, looking into that space in between the thumbs. Take one more inhale, and with the exhale, let's walk the arms over to the second side. Yeah. Leg get very long before you begin to turn and rotate, so the lower rib cage closer to the earth comes even closer. Extend your arms long. Maybe the head is going to touch the earth. And explore here how this feels. Go ahead and make your way back to center on the inhale. Once again, onto the tip of the fingers, this time lower the forehead. Maybe you're going to have the tip of your forehead touching the ground, or even a block or book if you prefer. And then you're going to start pushing your shoulders away from the ears. Bring your gaze up in between the thumbs once again. And this time we're going to make our way over onto all fours. Yeah, 4 points. Hands down, knees down. Right. The space in between the knees is hip width distance apart, and the space between the wrists is shoulder distance apart. Great. Now go ahead and take your left leg up and back, and we're going to try to keep a square hip, connect to the navel, and then stretch the right arm long. Excellent. Now we're going to keep a long back of the neck here. We're going to hold it. Right? Connect to the breath. Everything is working working together to keep us strong. And we'll take one more inhale. Great. And lower that right hand down and lower the left knee down. Yeah, onto all fours again, feeling kind of your alignment first. And from there, move on. Right leg up, square your hips. And extend the left arm long. There you go. Notice any differences. This is where we, again, move into that self-exploration, even though we're still breathing, right? Keeping it all working together. Excellent. Lengthen one more breath as you inhale. And with the exhale, let's bring left hand down. And then we bring the right knee down. Yeah. We should be getting a little bit warmer. Now we're going to stay on these all fours. because I want us to bring the movement onto the back of the shoulders, and actually not so much the shoulders, but more like the shoulder blades. All right, so we just did those rotations on the child's pose. We're going to move onto a rounding of the upper back, right? So go ahead and widen the shoulder blades. Take a big exhale there. We're only working with the shoulder blades. The shoulders just follow. And then with the inhale, drop the chest down, bring the shoulder blades together. Yeah, I hope you can see it from there as I'm doing that inhale. Drop the shoulders down, widen your shoulder blades. And inhale here. Continue with the same pace of your breath. Wide, 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 wide. And then inhale. Drop your chest down. Let's do just one more round. And create a little bit of resistance with pushing the floor away from us with our hands as we widen the shoulder blades. And then we're kind of softening here, but then the shoulder blades up towards the skies. Excellent. Come back onto all fours. And neutral spine. Can you notice that, the difference? All right. Maybe soften the shoulders for one breath. Inhale. Tuck your toes under. If you're not already there, push against the ground and lift the knees. So the hips start reaching up and we push up towards downward facing dog. Excellent. And on the dog, walk your dog. Yeah. And think about those rotations that I've been talking about. We're going to bring the hips also from side to side. So if you bend your right knee, the hips over to the left. When you bend your left knee, hips over to the right. A few more times. And notice here as well, go into that self-exploration. Where do you feel warmth, right? Where do you feel length? And then settle onto your downward facing dog. We'll stay here a couple more breaths. Yeah, if you can reach the heels down towards the earth, go ahead and do that. You may bend your knee slightly, it's okay. Now we're going to take the right hand and take it over to the outer side of the left foot, if you can reach there. And then rotate again. Now the right rib cage over down towards the left. Nice. And release that. Let's bring the right hand back forward, downward facing dog. Alright, we're going to reach the left hand over towards the outer side or maybe inner side, depending on what your body makes accessible today. And then begin to rotate. It's the rib cage down and towards the right. Make sure you notice if you're breathing or not. And then gently release that left hand down. Look forward. Okay, readjust, realign your downward dog. Nicely done. We're going to look forward as we inhale and bend the knees, hips down. Let the hips drop. Then lift them again and begin to walk the feet over towards the front of the mat. As we get there, if you feel very tight on your hamstrings, keep the knees bent. If you're not that tight and your body allows, lengthen the legs, let the head drop, and go ahead and grasp your elbows. Let the crown of the head drop and sway side to side. Find that upper body rotation. As we come back to center, realign, soles of the feet flat on the ground, release the hands. Bring your hands over onto your shins
and lengthen for a halfway uplift. Good. Exhale back to our forward fold. Pull the navel deep, deep in to get the whole breath out. And we'll do that one more time. Hands to shins, lengthen here. And exhale forward and down onto your forward fold. Let yourself hang and pressing through both corners, four corners of the feet. Make your way up to standing. Arms open over the head. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart, Samastitihi, and that first time, mountain pose. So it's like standing Shavasana. Yeah, if we were not going onto the floor at all today, how much would you enjoy to be standing on your Shavasana? Think about that. We never know what's coming. All right, so from Shavasana, I'm just gonna face you here towards the camera. Standing strong, find those four corners of the feet. Inhaling, the arms open over the head, and if you can't see my hands, I'm going to interlace the fingers, then turn the palms up towards the skies. Beautiful. Inhale here, and on the exhale, we're going to start rotating, twisting over to the right. Try to see the lower body stay facing forward. Lengthen the arms, and come back. Inhale. All right, turning, twisting over to the second side. You know, the pelvis, everything is attached in our body, so it's not quite perfect that the front body is going to stay forward, but there's an intent to focus on the upper body. Right? Okay? Strong heels down towards the earth, come back to center. Look up to the tip of your fingers, and exhale, go forward and down onto your forward fold. All right, we're gonna do the sun salutations. Bring the hands to the shins and lengthen the spine. Inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands down, touch, and take a step back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale here, widen the shoulder blades, and on the exhale, knees down, and come all the way down into the ground. Now here for Cobra, inhale, and listen, look over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Excellent. Tuck your toes under plank or all fours and make your way up to downward facing dog. Yeah, we'll take a few full breaths here. So this is your time. Stay there, downward dog. This is your time for the self-inquiry. This is your time for observing through the breath, through the holding of your pose. We'll take one last breath in downward facing dog, full breath. And on our next inhale, look forward, bend the knees, hips down. On your exhale, float or walk to the top. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Push the navel in. Strong, rooted legs. Come all the way up to standing. Hands up. Exhale, Samastitihi. And then hands down. Beautiful. We'll continue with the sun salutation and its variations. Inhaling, arms open over the head. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Beautiful. Touch the ground and step your left foot back. And lower the left knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, arms open over the head. Exhale, both hands down, tuck the back toes under, and step back onto your plank. Widen the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Chaturanga, or knees down. Up dog. Downward facing dog. All right, undulating the spine. Inhale, plank. Yeah, exhale, lower the pelvis, point the toes, look forward. Same thing, inhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. All right, now lift your hips and bring the chest and the chin down towards the earth. Excellent. One more, Cobra. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Right away,
right leg up and back. Exhale, look forward and step. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Same exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Press the heels down, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastitihi, and mount. We've got a second side, let's go for it. Okay, inhaling, arms up and over the head. Exhale, forward, out and down. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, touch and step your right foot back. Lower. Inhaling, arms up and over the head. Exhale, hands down. Step, left foot back to plank. Widen shoulder blades. Nicely done. Inhale. All right. Chaturanga or knees down. You just choose one. Come on to your Cobra. Inhale. And then let's look over to the other side. Inhale. Over the shoulder. Excellent. Tuck the toes under. Come all the way up. Inhale. All right. Inhaling over onto plank. Exhale. Pelvis down. Look forward. Again. Look over your shoulder. Inhale. Look over the other shoulder. Inhale. Beautiful. Now, hips up. Chest and chin down. Bend your elbows. Back to Cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Great, great job. All right. Inhale. Left leg up and back. And exhale. Step. Left foot forward. Inhale. Arms up and over the head. Exhale. Keep exhaling. Step forward. Inhale. And exhale, forward and down. Let it all out. Excellent. We're going to turn and twist here over to the right. And so from here, make your way up, up, left arm up, right arm up, lower left arm down, turn and twist. Down on a forward fold to the side. Come back to center. Excellent. Maybe you're already noticing many differences. Strong rooted legs. Come all the way up to standing. Arms up and over. Exhale, Samastitihi. And mountain pose. Yes. So here we are. Back to mountain. I'm just turning to face you. You can just stay exactly where you are. All right. Take one more full breath. Free the heels. And then bring your feet like hip width distance apart. Go ahead and begin to bend the knees. So here, let's just pretend that there's a block right in between the legs so we don't bring them necessarily too close together. But we're creating that sensation that we're bringing the legs together. Even the fist of the hand could be there to feel it. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the heart, inhale. And with the exhale, we'll turn and twist over to the right. Go ahead, maybe unhook your elbow and begin to open the heart, open the collarbones, drop the hips down. You're on the path of finding home, finding the place where you feel at ease here. Beautiful. Come back to center, hands to the heart. Find the release. And with the exhale, go a little bit deeper, turn, twist to your left. And this time maybe hooking or not, you decide. Open the collarbones. Look over to the side. You're almost trying to stack the left shoulder over right. Heels are heavy. And come back to center, inhale. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Press through the heels, come all the way up, arms up and over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring both arms down. All right, so find your mountain, either it's big toes touch or feet parallel to one another. Okay, I'll go back onto the top of the mat. Well, actually, from the top of the mat, we're going to turn over towards the long side and open the legs wide. So this is more into the warrior sequence. So that's why we get to hold them a little bit more. So find that space in between your legs that allows for some opening through the hips. Feet are parallel to one another, all right? Let's turn the left toes over towards the left side of the mat and bend the left knee. Open your arms wide. Beautiful, all right. So we're also gonna find a rotation here. Inhale. With the exhale, we're gonna turn the upper body, the torso towards the back leg. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, now we're going to turn over towards the other side. Yeah, now this time we straighten the front leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Yes. And we hold it. Turn the gaze to the tip of the fingers. And widen your shoulder blades. Yeah, beautiful. Let's straighten that left knee. And then turn the left toes in, open the right toes up, simply changing onto the second side. Right knee is bent. All right. Feel how you're making your way into being able to be here, how everything starts uniting, the breath and the body. All right. Beautiful. Inhale. And with the exhale, we're going to turn, it's the torso, over towards the back leg. Nice. Inhale. And with the exhale, over towards the other side. Come back. Inhale as we straighten the front knee. And once again, exhale. I know there's lots going on with the arms. Stay strong. Turn the gaze. You're going to keep softening the shoulders, right? Use your shoulder blades instead. Nice. Inhale to straighten left knee. Turn right knee, and lower both arms down. Yeah, let's keep that wide-legged stance. Bring the hands over onto the hips. Lengthen. Exhale. Go forward. Just halfway down. Round and widen your shoulder blades. Open the elbows. We're only halfway down. All right? Bend the knees and bring your hands over onto your thighs. Maybe you need to adjust the heels. All right. Inhale here. With the exhale, we turn and twist. What a surprise. Over towards that right leg. Reach with the left rib cage and come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, turn, twist to your left side and reach with the rib cage over to that side. Come back, inhale. Exhale towards the right. Left rib cage. Inhale. Last time, turn, rotate, and come on over. Yes. Inhale back to center. Straighten both legs long. Wiggle the feet back together or jump back to mountain. And let's turn over towards the top of the mat. Mountain pose, a couple of full breaths. Find a steady point for the gaze. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms long, up and over your head, gaze up. Exhale, forward and down. Lengthen to inhale. All right, touch the ground or your blocks or your books and take 2 big steps back to downward facing dog. Here we are. Let's move a little bit with the breath. Again, a little bit of a flow. Up for it. All right, left leg up and back, inhale. And open your hips. Right, let's keep that length. And level your shoulders. Inhale, come back to a square hip. And lower the left knee down. All right, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, go ahead and open your hips. Level the shoulders.
Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, lower, right foot down. Again, inhale, right leg up and back. This time, bend your knee. Exhale, touch your left elbow. Yes. Come back up, inhale. Exhale, touch the right elbow. Come back up, inhale. Exhale, have the knee come to the center of the heart. Round your back, then look forward and step. Right foot forward. Let's come up onto a high lunge. Arms open over the head. One breath, full breath here. Look up, inhale. Yes. All right. One more inhale. With the exhale, keep the left arm up and lower your right arm to find the back of your left leg. Yeah, you're feeling the rotation. Feel if there's something in your way and how can you begin to adapt and make it happen. Both arms up. Inhale, exhale. Both hands down. Simply step back to downward facing dog. Full breath out. Inhaling, left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee to right shoulder. Yes. Inhale. And notice your breath. Exhale, left. Inhale up. Yes, exhale. Come to the heart, widen the shoulder blades. Then look forward and step. Left foot, high lunge. All right. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Stay here, strong back leg especially. Inhale, beautiful. Keep the right arm up. On your exhale, left arm finds the back of your right leg and turn. We'll bring that left arm up, inhale. And on the exhale, lower, both hands down. Step now, the left foot back. Yes. Hold it here. And make your way back up to downward facing dog. Excellent. Now we're going to take the left leg up and back. Exhale, we're going to step the left foot forward in between the hands and begin to walk your hands in between the legs. Right? Check that we're aligning the feet. Yes. Hands down under the shoulders. Beautiful. Yeah. We're going to start walking the hands over towards the right side. Lengthen the spine. So it's like a wide-legged downward facing dog. You may, if you'd like, bend that left knee. Yes. And then straighten the left knee. Bring your hands back to center. Inhale. Exhale, walk over to your right. Find lots of length. Push the hips back. If you'd like, you bend the right knee. Yeah. Straighten the right knee. Come back to center. Yes. Now, listen. Inhale to lengthen the torso here. On the exhale, you're going to turn the right toes over to the right and bend the right knee. Walk the hands. And then adjust your stance on the back foot. Hands are to the inner side of the right leg. The knee is over the ankle. Yes. Maybe you'll use your block for your right hand as well. Yeah. And then we'll reach the left arm up onto a wide-legged stance. You can keep your arm there or you can stretch it long up and over your head. Sorry. Yes. Both arm and leg on the floor are connecting to one another. Inhale, look down. Exhale, both hands down. Straighten your right knee. And let's make it over to the other side. Turn your right toes in. Turn the left toes out. Both hands to the inner side. Adjust your stance if you need to.
Check if you need a block or a book. We'll keep left hand down and then stretch right arm up. Yes. Notice where you're coming from. Notice what the mind may want to do here. Every now and then, if things do get a little bit tough, what's our pattern? Let's keep learning about how we process. Yes, you can extend that if you like. Yeah. All right, inhale. And then this time on the exhale, both hands to the inner side of that left foot or the top of your mat. And we're gonna step the right foot back for plank. Downward facing dog, full exhale there. Yeah. On our next inhale, look forward, bend the knees and hips down, and on the exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Very, very good. Forward fold. Now strong rooted legs. Come all the way up to standing. Bring the hands to the heart. Exhale it all out for mountain. Oh, beautiful. I don't know about you, but this room, for me, it's very warm. So I'm sweating. Of course, I'm also talking. Now, you can stay at the top of your mat. I just turn over so you can see me from the front. Good. So we're going to begin with a tree and move on to a variation. Optional, as always, for you. Okay? So let's begin by standing strong on that left leg. And we're going to turn, the right knee over to the right, opening the hip. We'll decide if we stay here or the foot on the calf or to the inner side of the left thigh. Bring the hands to the heart. This is, you could call it, besides a tree pose, like a half mountain pose. So you want to feel that grounding. Arms up and over the head. Feel free to use a wall if that is the case today. Totally okay. Bring the hands to the heart. Here comes the variation. All right, let's help ourselves to place now the foot on top of the left thigh. Check if you do want to go there. It's been a lot of standing now on that left leg. And then we can move over onto a chair on one leg, figure 4. Yay, good. Nice. Then slowly come on to standing. Yay, both hands down and bring that right foot down. Shake it, shake it. If you can feel it, move it, let it go. It's all good. Changing sides, all right? We're gonna stand now on the right side. Go ahead and open. Maybe you're still touching the ground. Feel the opening on your hip. Slowly find your variation. When we're doing balance poses, you may want to try to do the same thing as you did on the first side and see if that works. Hands to the heart. Find your mountain, which is really aligning your hips, lengthening the torso and the spine. Maybe you're going to extend the arms long up and over the head. Yeah. You're connecting to your navel, pulling it in, staying strong. Hands to the heart. Let's bring the foot to the thigh. These may be very different. I have a pain on my knee, so sometimes it's difficult to get into this side. All right? Not about the pain. Like I can't feel it right now, but I won't try to open the knee even more than this. This is accessible for me. Keep finding your navel in, stay strong with that core. Now press the standing foot and slowly making our way up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Nicely done. All right, let's bring one hand to the heart, then the other. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Feel your belly, your ribs, and your chest. And exhale fully through your nose or your mouth. You decide. Couple more times, inhale. Exhale, letting it all out. One more time, inhale. Finding out what we're grateful for, letting go what we're ready to let go of. Yes. All right. Coming back to mountain, we're going to make our way into to a sit. So, depending which way you're facing, I know you know I'm facing the camera. You decide which side. Open. So we're going to open quite wide. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees to come onto a half squat. And notice how it feels here. What starts happening on the knees, on the heels. All right, come back up. Inhale. So this was just checking. Bring the feet a little bit closer together. And slowly let's come now all the way down. See if that is accessible. The tailbone down. Now if the heels are away from the earth, if our little toes can't push the heels down towards the earth, no worries. Just come a little bit higher up and we hold it there. A few breaths. We're going to begin to make our way down onto the mat for some stretches to let the body really let go of any other tensions and to prepare us for a delicious Shavasana and the rest of the evening. Yeah, we will have a twist here. I hope you're still here with me. All right, let's lower left hand down. Keep the right hand on the heart so that we just turn twist from the torso. Maybe we'll reach the right arm long up and over towards the skies and use actively that left arm. Open the collarbones. All right, let's bring the right hand down. Make the connection arm against the leg. Create some kind of resistance, but they're working together. Hand to the heart. Turn and twist. And if you're going there, reach the arm. Stay active, opening the collarbones. All right, feel the strength created on the back of your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, both hands down. Nice, thank you. Good job. Let's lower both hands down. Come onto a sit. Extending the legs long. Dandasana. Yes. Now Dandasana. So we're going through all the three kind of pillars of all the poses, if you will. The mountain pose is like a standing Shavasana. Dandasana or staff pose is like a seated Shavasana. We just take a couple of breaths here, allowing the body to notice we're now seated on the ground. Pull the navel in. Yes. All right. Now we're going to bend the knees today for this pose. It's an intense forward fold. We're going to feel the sitting bones first grounded, and we're going to start noticing as we go forward. We bring the lower navel down towards the thighs. Right, lengthen the spine, arms up, inhale. And with the exhale, forward. Lengthen the spine, so you're not rounding the spine. Concentrate more on the lower navel. And lower, arms down. Yes, gaze down. Maybe hug your legs. You decide, drop the head. Now, as you inhale, gaze to the tip of the toes. Release the hands and make your way back up onto an upright sit. Yes. So from your seat, go ahead and open the legs wide. If you have a blanket, it's great to sit on your blanket. Actually, just over onto the edge of the blanket. So the pelvis gets support and then leans down towards the earth. Okay? Turn the thighs, rotating the thighs. Have the toes up towards the skies as much as the knees. Inhale, arms up and over the head. And exhale, push the hips back, the thighs, and then just the upper body hinges. If you prefer blocks or boots for your forearms, still them there. And head down, gaze down. Tip of the fingers to the earth.
Now you can round your spine, undulating as you make your way back up onto your seat.
Notice how that felt. We're lengthening, right? Okay, now we're gonna bring the knees together and then open the knees wide. Soles of the feet together. Lengthen the spine once again. So inhale, yeah. The left hand to the outer side of the right foot and bring the right arm behind us, turn and twist. Gaze past your right shoulder. Nice. Inhale and exhale to center. Place the right hand on the outer side of your left foot, left arm behind us. Inhale. Exhale, turn and twist. Gaze past your left shoulder, open the collarbones. Inhale and exhale, make your way back to center. Delicious. All right. Let's bring our knees back up, have them touch, and notice what happens as you bring the knees together. So we would still want to have a very long, a little bit of an arch on the lumbar spine. And bring the feet up. You can hold your legs. Right now I would love for us to more like being able to hold it with that natural curve on the lumbar and then spreading that onto the mid back and then all the way to the upper back. Pull the navel in. See if you can hold it there as you release the arms to the sides. Now you can stay here or straighten both legs long. It's up to you. Yeah? Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to make our way down. This is a canoe in yoga terms. So find your navel, pull it in, and slowly start rolling down. Keep lengthening the legs. And come all the way down. There you go. Great job, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you. So hopefully you will be able to notice all those twists and turns that our body has gone through today. The twists and the turns, the rotations, they are very cleansing. They're stimulating all the organs, but also stimulating the immune system. Excellent. We're going to roll over onto our back. So make your way, no, onto the belly, sorry. So from the back onto the belly. All right? Take the legs long. Yes. Now we're going to lower the upper body and bring the arms onto a reversed cactus. Right hand under the shoulder. Bend your right foot, heel towards the glute. And then slowly press through that right hand, start rolling over onto your left. Not all the way, keep the left shoulder down, but the foot goes over to that side. Whew. Check it out. You're opening the front of the body. I'm getting a little bit of a cramp. There you go. Now that right arm can stay exactly where it is. There you go. Or find a variation. Come back to your belly. Both hands back onto that revolved cactus. Yeah, this time the left hand under the shoulder. Bend your left foot, reach heel towards the glute. And slowly, notice that the right shoulder is still down towards the earth. Just pressing so that we can bring that left foot to the ground. Head down or up, and you decide maybe you're going to bring the left arm behind you. And we're going to release that. Left arm down, come back to the belly. Yes. For prone Shavasana, take a moment here. And once again, let's this time, yes, rolling over onto the back. Make your way back onto the mat. And feel your pelvis. And feel any sigh of release. I can feel mine for sure. It's a good time to start letting go. Bring the knees together, the feet to the edges of the mat. And then press the pelvis down against the earth. Right? So that means that the whole spine is going to be flat. Flat. Wiggle the feet. So the feet are parallel to one another, and push the hips up with one inhale. It's a soft bridge, and roll down. Just one more time. Soles of the feet flat, hips up, chest up, roll down. And last one, inhale. That spine should be happy after our practice. And roll back down. Beautiful. Let's bring the knees to the heart. Make a little ball of yourself. Give yourself a hug. And then roll back down. We'll begin to make our way over onto Shavasana. Bring both feet down. Stretch the legs long, one at a time. And then lengthen both arms long. Shoulders away from the ears, palms up. Close your eyes. Lengthen consciously the back of your neck. Create lots of space there so that the lower part of the skull is the one that's touching most the ground. And then observe before you begin to totally let go. Feel both legs symmetrically falling over to the sides. You soften all the skin throughout the whole body. And you know, you can feel how the bones get heavier and heavier, allowing gravity to do its job. Letting go of the breath. You are in Shavasana. If you by any chance saw me coming to sit up, to stay in Shavasana. The Shavasana is designed to bring us to places where we don't need to act, right? It's not a place of doing. It's not a place of reaching. It's simply a place of consciously letting go. So if you every now and then begin to feel the urge do, to act, to expect. See if you can allow yourself to be here by knowing that all that will have its time. But this moment is also for the full reset. What the nervous system needs to self-regulate, to keep us healthy. Now gently begin to bring your attention to the sensations in your body. Maybe becoming aware of all those parts of the body against the ground. Not just what is obvious, but also parts of your body that you hadn't noticed were also touching the ground. So becoming more and more aware and conscious, coming back to the breath, coming back to the sounds. Slowly go ahead and stretch your body long. So go for long, long legs, long arms up and over your head, taking a deep, long inhale so that you get lots of space to keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And at the end of that inhale, release it all. Exhale. And go ahead and bend your knees. Keep the arms up and over the head so you can roll over to a side of your choice. Then make your way over onto a seat, a comfortable seat. And once you're there, yes, let's all close our practice together today, knowing we have practiced that self-inquiry that is, if we decide, can always be part of our lives, so that we don't get stuck in thinking that we just know it all. We can practice being new beginners so that we can adapt to change and challenge. We'll close with one arm. Exhale fully. And inhale for Om. Bowing down towards the center of the heart. Namaste.